Welcome back. Well, our soup party continues. Earlier, we made that crock pot chicken noodle soup and an amazing smoked potato soup. And now we're on to our third soup. It's a 6-can chicken tortilla soup. And Darcy Young is back with us, as well as Dr. Roth. Thanks for sticking around.
Party time again.
It is. Okay, this one is the 6-can chicken tortilla soup, which is easy.
It can be 5 or 6 cans. You know, you can add stuff that you like to it. You can make it a 10-can.
If you're getting crazy.
If you like. Exactly. So
all right, so we're going to all tag team this. What do we do first?
15-ounce can of corn.
Oh,
and you don't drain,
undrained.
Can of chicken broth. Undrained, of course.
Undrained, of course.
I'll take that from you.
Thank you.
Then chicken. And this is just a can of chicken that you buy at the store. You can cook your own, but this makes it easy. And it's undrained, of course.
We're all about easy, too.
That's exactly right. Black beans, can of black beans, undrained.
So is this all it is? You just dump everything in?
You dump everything in.
Can't get easier than that. We actually have the finished product over here. If you want to know what we're making,
that's what it looks like. Sort of.
Fabulous.
And here, the last thing that you're going to put in and add to the soup is the Rotel. Now, you can get hot Rotel. You can get mild Rotel. This is the original Rotel. It's whatever you like. You might like it spiced up a little bit.
Thank you.
You might like it mild, you know. So anyway, you just stir that up and warm it up.
There you go.
And then after it's done and all warmed up, you're going to pour it, you're going to plate it or bowl it. This is what you're going to bowling. You're going to go bowling. You're going to bowl it up, and then you're going to sprinkle some chips, like crunch some just tortilla chips up on top, and then take some Mexican cheese, one of my favorites, and sprinkle that, and then take some salsa. If you like salsa, I mean, do it any way you want it, but this makes it look really pretty, and it tastes really good. It does. For something so quick and easy, your kids are going to love this.
That's pretty easy.
And the people at your party are going to love it too.
And you know, I've actually seen this also made in the crock pot, which we were working on earlier, and that's pretty easy as well. Just dump it all in there.
Just dump it all in there and let it cook. You can. You're going to put it on low for about 4 hours, you know, and just let it warm up and everything.
This one's good for the winter too. And it's cold
really,
outside.
really is.
A warm chicken tortilla soup sounds fabulous. And you're adding more of that Greek seasoning.
We're going to season it a little bit too. You know, you don't want it just to be flat tasting, so we're going to put some Greek seasoning or salt and pepper, whatever you prefer.
You know, the healthiest part of this soup is probably the black beans. The black beans has an indigestible fraction part of it, which the bacteria, the normal bacteria in our colon, produce these compounds that actually act as anti-inflammatory and help fight against cancer.
That's great. So the black beans, and then there's some other health benefits. Of course, the corn and the tomatoes.
The tomatoes.
Absolutely. Yeah. The only thing I'll say about corn and carrots, but corn in particular, if you're carb conscious, corn and carrots are bad after 6 in the evening if you're one of these carb conscious people, but great vegetables.
They are great vegetables. My mom always says they feed corn to pigs and horses, so you got to watch out. But it's
fatten them up, right?
To fatten them up, exactly.
That's exactly right.
So you got to watch it. But
I didn't think about
small
that.
portions are good.
Yes.
Definitely. All right, so let's take a look at this finished product. Looks fabulous. Man, I want to dig in. We're going to do a taste test later, right?
Okay, yeah, if you want to.
I do want to. I want to dig in.
I have a tip for having a really good party, too. One of the things that I do to help people get to know each other is I seat them and we eat, and we all go around and share, like if it's 12 or under, go around and share how we met each other. And it just kind of, you know, unites people and everything, and it's a great icebreaker.
That's a really great idea.
I did that at my last one. It was fabulous, and everybody was like, they came out friends. I mean, you gain new friends by doing that.
Breaks the ice.
All the tips for the party.
Exactly. So hang on, we're coming back with more.
Good icebreaker tip. Hey, one thing we want to tell people, we asked them earlier in the last segment about the crock pot trivia question.
Absolutely.
And so let's talk about that again. You've got the answer for us. The question is, when the crock pot came on the scene back in 1970, what was its original use? I guess you guys have had some time to think about it. So, Darcy, tell us.
It was beans. They cooked beans in it. And what they did was they realized that they needed to utilize this crockery, so they started trying other things in it. And then, I mean, it became like this huge ordeal because people worked, women were starting to work then, and they were leaving the house, and what they could do is they could start their crock pot and go and work and come home, and dinner was ready, voila. So they utilized this beanery. It was what they called it, a beanery.
That's so interesting.
Thus, it was this little crockery, and thus came the name crock pot.
How interesting.
Yeah.
And only back in 1970, which really isn't that long ago.
No, I mean, women cinnamon started working before then, but they really started working more heavily during the 70s.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They've blown up ever since. We love them.
And we're still working.
We are. Thank you so much. Great to have y'all. Stick around. We've got the food covered, but of course no party is complete without fabulous decorations. Coming up next, we've got some festive ideas that are affordable. Stick around for that.